Right, you gave me the last right answer.
Articles for 2 points.
Articles for 2. List all you can. Click it. Birthers. Y'all have it next, but they've got it now. 5,
So with
4.
weren't they saying that, well, you can't be born out of the country to be president, and so they were getting mad at Obama because they thought he was not from the United States?
Yeah, the birthers actually thought 1, 2. There is a rule that says that you've got to be a natural-born citizen, and the birthers, in fact, actually went after Barack pretty hard on this. People to this day still think so. What clip did I show you that would suggest how big of a problem this was?
Did you show a video, like,
5,
like a,
4, 3,
It was a Republican town hall.
2. It was a town hall. Who led it? 1.
It was a Republican. People were screaming.
First hand I see. Who led the town hall? Go.
I mean, it was the state of Delaware.
It wasn't Delaware. Who was the man? 5, 4. What was his name? 3. Oh, it's in the article 2. Wow, it's even in the video clip 1. It was actually, I'll give you 2 for Delaware. Did y'all got a guess? Oh, this is a sad state over here. I don't think anybody's even raised their hand yet. Mike Castle was the one that did it. And if you remember, the Republicans actually started to cancel town hall meetings because they didn't want these crazy scenes happening. Go ahead, touch the house. Y'all gave me the last correct answer. Pick me a category. You're way behind.
Congress.
All right, let's just
For how much?
Oh God, 2.
Congress for 2. She's a big spender today. We've got our first Pictionary. Who's going to draw?
Draw what?
What I show you.
Now you have to do it. Pick Congress.
Okay, looks like Moonlight's drawing. Come on up.
You just click something and then I draw?
Yeah. Okay, you can't say it out loud. You can't write any words. You played Pictionary?
No.
No. Okay. That's what I need you to draw right there. Don't say it out loud. Okay.
Okay.
1 minute. 1 minute on the 3.
The envelope, I don't know.
Oh, you have to guess now?
Yeah, they have to guess.
Sorry, I've never.
It is mail. What's the significance of mail from the Congress chapter?
I know. Can I say it?
If you have the right answer.
Franking, right?
Franking, what is franking? Touch the light if you would. No, I mean Lily. You can sit back down. Actually, zoom in on Moonlight. She wants to be in front of the group.
Hi.
What is franking?
So franking is when the candidate can send out mail using money, not his own money, but the funding from people, right?
Funding from people.
Or I don't know.
Franking does deal with mail. Where does this money come from? Anybody? 5,
What is the mail?
PACs maybe.
4,
It's
3. I'm really being generous here.
It's like
2.
when the incumbent already has money from his,
Political, right?
from his political, yeah, I guess from his campaign or something like that. The incumbent
Campaign
has money
money, right?
from his own salary. I don't know. From his.
Where does the franking come from? 2.
Since he's already a candidate, right?
He's an
So he
incumbent.
has-
It's like when
yeah,
the incumbent
exactly.
is running, he already has money, so
Right.
he can send out as much mail as he.
But where does
wants.
this money come from? Who pays this?
Government,
taxpayers.
government. Well,
Actually, it really is the taxpayers. Finally. Franking is the idea that the government is going to pay. Government is going to pay for mailing. Government is going to pay for mailing. Government is going to pay for paper. Government is going to pay for all of the printing, all of these things. Whereas the Challenger, and I think you kind of said this, the Challenger doesn't send out many mailings because they don't have franking. This is a huge advantage for the incumbent. What can you not put in this in order for the government to pay for it? Go ahead.
You can't put like distinctly, you have to vote for me. You give like reasons.
That's right. You can give people reasons to vote for you, but you cannot actually tell them to vote for you. That would be illegal. So keep that thought in mind. Go ahead, click it if you would. And y'all gave me the last correct answer. So now 2 of the groups are on the board. Fatima, jump in with this group in the corner. What's that?
Where do I just click it?
Just click it. Okay, touch the house. Okay, pick me a category. Gotta go. Time's wasted.
Congress for 3.
Congress for 3, he says. Click it. Impeachment. You'll have it next, but they've got it now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. What's impeachment?
Okay, impeachment
what's
is when a president does misdemeanor or high crime, he is
It's the act of actually trying the president for
for a
Okay,
high
now you're in
crime
that
he's
group, so don't
committed.
jump in with them. You make sure you're with them.
So
Okay.
the only one
Well,
that-
what is impeachment? This is a big point question. Y'all get
The
back
only
in
one
this.
who can impeach is the Senate, and the
Say what now?
The Senate has to like do the act of like.
Let's just start from the beginning. Erase everything. What is impeachment?
It's where you
5.
you charge a government official.
Who
with
charges?
an actual
4.
crime.
The Congress, the Congress.
Which part of the Congress? 3.
Um,
Minus 3.
House of-
It's
House of
not the
Republicans.
Senate.
Huh?
The Senate
Y'all have it now.
Tries
Who
and
charges in an
That is
impeachment?
so unfair. I'm not playing.
Which part of the legislative? You're in that group. Go ahead.
Okay.
It
I'm
says
sorry, my
so.
mind's
It's
blanking.
freaking
I'm gonna refresh.
Zoom in on her. Her mind is blanking. 5. You're gonna get a minus on this if you don't answer. 4 because she started. 3,
Wait,
2,
What do you want to
1. Minus 3.
Okay, would you listen to us because we were trying to answer?
It is the House of Representatives.
Senate, right?
I heard Senate.
Congress.
Did y'all hear Senate?
She said Senate.
I heard Senate. It'll be on the tape. I heard Senate. The House of Representatives charges somebody with a crime. First hand I see. What vote do you need in the House to charge? Go, Jamin.
A majority,
Just a simple. I'm sorry. What?
No, just
What
a
is
simple
that?
majority. Just a simple majority.
What you
50% plus
Senate
one.
and both the Senate and the House have to have a majority for the president to be out.
Lily, you buy that? Lily says no. Minus 3. What is the vote?
2/3 votes.
Minus 3.
50% plus one.
It's your turn. Come on, you have a chance to get points. What is the vote you need in the House? It's 50% plus 1. Yeah. Oh wait, they're minus. Yeah, okay, there. Y'all are up here. Y'all are in second place. So the House with a simple majority vote. When you miss, you're out until the next question. So make sure you don't give the answer to the other groups.
I said 50% plus one.
Zoom in on her now, please. Zoom in. Get really, really close. Simple majority. When you are impeached, what does that? You're charged by the House. How do you determine if you're guilty or not? 5.
You get a trial
Where? 4.
in the grand jury.
Minus 3.
Isn't it
Oh boy.
I know.
Okay. Where? Go.
Senate.
The Senate. And what is the vote you need in the Senate to convict? 5.
Oh,
4.
God.
I need you to tell me the story of impeachment. 3. We just went over this week. 2.
2/3.
Oh my, it is 2/3. Wow, that was so easy. Okay, so a simple majority in the House will charge somebody, but it doesn't mean that you're guilty. You have to go to the Senate. Who presides over the impeachment in the Senate? 5. Who presides over the trial in the Senate? 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Minus 3. Don't listen to Lily. Who is it that presides? Go, Miguel.
The Chief Justice.
It is the Chief Justice. 1, 2, 3. Okay, when you go into trial, who is it that basically acts as the prosecuting attorneys? 5, 4, 3. Who acts as the prosecuting attorneys arguing? What's that?
The House?
It is the House. Members of the House, because remember, 1, 2, 3, they were the ones that initiated the impeachment. They're going to go over and they're going to argue this. First hand I see, only 2 presidents have ever been impeached. Go.
Andrew Johnson and Bill Clinton.
Yeah, it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, it was Andrew Johnson and Bill Clinton. They were the only 2. Touch the House, please. Y'all are distantly in second place. Pick me a
Yay.
category.
Articles for 3 points.
Articles for
Let's just go
3.
big.
Oh, God. Click it. Gerrymandering. Y'all have it first. Y'all will have it next, but they've got it
I
now.
have it.
What is gerrymandering? Go ahead, Moonlight.
It's the selection of districts, right? How you
It's the
draw the
selection of
districts.
districts, okay.
No, how you draw the districts
draw them.
and
Okay, so that doesn't sound like a problem though. Why?
No,
Because
you-
people were faking their like they were choosing to draw the districts based on where certain parties like fell, so that they could get the majority of the district behind them. And
Yeah, they
doing
were.
that.
Okay, so what you're telling me, 1, 2, 3, is that gerrymandering is drawing districts so that your political party is going to get an advantage.
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me anything from the article? There were some really good numbers in that article.
Yes.
5, 4. Oh, you better hurry. 3, because they're licking their chops. 2, 1.
Oh wait, I have it. The Elbridge Gary 1812.
Who was Elbridge Gerry?
He was.
How did gerrymandering get its name?
That's
How did
his name,
gerrymandering
because
get its name? What did he do? 5.
He's the one who
4.
Came up with it, I
Supervisor of
think.
the district. He reaped the force of the district to get an advantage.
In the shape of a 3.
711,000.
In the shape of a what? 2.
What? The shape of a what?
In the shape of a what? 1.
Tiny, I don't know.
Lizard.
A fish.
Minus 3. Don't listen to Lily. Go ahead. What did he draw the district in the shape of? Elbridge Gerry was the governor of Massachusetts. What did he draw the district in the shape of to get it its
I
name?
remember you drawing a fish.
I drew something. Go. 5.
Shark was a whale.
A
I
duck.
didn't say
It was
that.
an insect.
Minus 3. Do you
It was like
remember
an
what he
insect.
drew
It
in
was
the
like
shape of?
It was like
A salamander.
Yeah.
Elbridge Gerry was the governor of Massachusetts. He drew it in the shape of a salamander. He drew it to benefit his political party. That's where gerrymandering came from. Take a look at the article, and I'll make sure that I post this. It's called Rigging Elections. Okay, do you remember, firsthand I see, do you remember the shape of that awfully drawn district in Maryland? Go.
Wasn't it like a broken wing pterodactyl?
It was a broken winged pterodactyl. 1, 2, 3. Republicans are very good at gerrymandering, but the worst democratically gerrymandered state in the country, Maryland. Keep that in mind. Click or touch the house. Go ahead.
Racial gerrymandering?
What's racial gerrymandering?
Racial gerrymandering.
Oh, they're reaching here.
It was like they
5,
made the
4,
areas so that there was a
3.
majority of minorities in that district so that there would be more votes.
It was actually done a couple of different ways. I wasn't expecting you to go there, but that's a good answer. One, they would draw districts to eliminate minorities so that they wouldn't be able to vote. 2, the one that you said, is that they would actually draw majority-minority districts. This was the picture of the fish, evidently, that Moonlight remembered. And the idea was, is if there was a majority of minorities, then they would elect minorities. But either way, it's based on race, and that's unconstitutional. Bottom line, if you draw districts and it looks like you're cheating, odds are you're going to get investigated for gerrymandering. Even if you drew partisan advantage or racial advantage in districts, but they looked all the same, that wouldn't be a problem. But if it looks like you're trying to cheat like a pterodactyl, that's going to be a problem. Pick me a category. Gotta go.
We'll do that blank one.
No, there's no blanks. Just the articles, executive, or the rest of
But
Congress.
what's that random middle
It's
section?
articles.
It's that we didn't have enough stuff to put on the chart.
Okay, we'll do executive for 2 points.
Executive for 2, man, the big spenders. First hand I see, executive order, executive agreement, executive privilege.
Okay, let's see. Let's take this one by one. Executive order is when a president.
Zoom in, this really sounds formal.
So when a president makes a law and he doesn't have to have Senate approval or Congress at all, basically.
1, 2, 3, 4. President can actually make domestic policy under
Domestic
Article
policy.
2 powers without the approval of the Congress. Exactly. Can you give me an example of an executive order? 5.
The
Go ahead,
immigrant,
Jamie.
the immigrant thingy with
Travel ban.
The immigrant thingy. Zoom in. Come on, you gotta get
The-
closer than that, Marvin.
Well, I'm really
The
close.
immigrant
It's like in
thing.
her face.
Trump did something with the immigrant.
5,
Travel ban.
4,
Count again.
3. And the
Okay, take
example. 2,
Executive.
1.
Wait.
Something.
Who's got it next?
Immigrant policy.
Them or
Trump.
them?
You called on me.
Them. Go.
He's still in their
Okay,
group.
yeah, but you gotta jump in. Go.
Okay, can I answer the rest of them?
JFK, he made the executive order that relocated and set a curfew for the Japanese.
Who did?
JFK.
Minus 3.
Okay.
Oh no! Minus 3. Go.
Executive agreement.
Immigrants of like, was it like 5 million for?
He did actually. That was the Saturday Night Live video. It was actually Obama that came up with the one. I believe the term was immigrant thingy, dealing with undocumented immigrants. That's one. Can you give me? I gave you 2 other examples of executive orders. 5, 4,
Didn't
3.
one of the
Zoom in.
presidents
2.
say that like all the immigrants were like they had
You know, Trump did the executive order for banning of asylum, right?
yeah asylum like they
Yeah,
had
we didn't
asylum.
talk about that one a whole bunch. I mentioned to y'all, just to move on because we're going low on time, I mentioned to y'all the relocation of Japanese Americans and the curfews by FDR, not JFK. And Truman.
Truman desegregated the military.
Truman desegregated the military. Make sure that you know your examples.
Can I answer the rest of the two?
Okay, let's go back since you asked so nicely.
Okay, that's executive agreement is when a president makes a deal with an international foreign officer or someone from the government.
Okay.
And then executive privilege is
Okay, and what? Okay, and how? What does the president not need?
They
the
don't, they
Senate
only need the
approval. He
Do
doesn't
not
need
need Senate approval. An executive agreement is where the president can actually negotiate a lower level treaty with foreign countries that does not require Senate approval.